So this is Tacty, and I'm Cheshi, and we're both gonna be cooking things. I am going to be making a homemade from scratch apple pie with a streusel topping, and I'm hoping that will be ultra delicious. And he is working on some stock and going to be making demi-glace. So you'll see him going back and forth, and you might hear us banter a little bit. Hello, Sanity. All right. Might have to put y'all up a little bit higher. Or maybe just not let... There we go. How's that angle work? Although I feel like now you can't see what I'm making, although I'm not really making anything quite yet. Because I realize I need another iPad.
Another what?
Another iPad.
Mine's in my office, I think.
Can I steal it?
Yeah.
I'll change the angle as we go, too.
It might be on my big desk on the far right, or it might be on my shelf with books.
Okay. I just need it for recipe stuff. So.
Is this that Twitter thing?
It's that Twitch thing.
Oh God, hide the knives from Cat. I don't know how necessary that'll be. Ah, you're back.
You're gonna have to skibbity the wah-pa-pa so I can use it. Hello. Yes, there's people. There's a Tacty.
Here
you go. It is kind of a collab stream, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to be in here too long.
He's mostly just setting stuff up on the burner. But we need to look up.
I'm getting the forbidden white chocolate off the top of my beef stock. This is all the...
Oh, I can't stand it.
You want a bite? It's all the fat that rises to the surface when you cool it in the fridge. So you skim that off the top in the morning and then you continue.
I shouldn't have knives and I was a cook. Oh no. Yeah, we're not going to eat that. Don't worry.
I would. I'll tell you what. Right now, I got to go back to work soon, but right now, 10 subs and I'll eat a quarter-sized bite of that beef stock fat.
You heard the man. 10 subs, I guess. Oh God, Sanity.
10 subs and I'll eat this. I think. I don't know. I don't know.
I think that counts as torture.
Is this? I don't even know if this is healthy.
I mean, people make herbal butters out of it. Don't tempt me, Tacty.
I also just had dental work, so I might bite my own tongue off on stream. That could be fun too. Let's maybe hold off on those 10 subs. Scratch that. No. Jonah Hill's
10 out of 10. Do not recommend. All right, we need fleeky.
I feel like the living embodiment of that meme where she's like...
I mean, it's healthy, unhealthy.
Oh, the jiggle.
Oh.
It's so jiggly. Do you want to slap it?
Do
you want to slap of the stock?
Do I get to slap it with a wood spoon, like a paddle?
I'll let you... That's weird. That's a different stream.
Right.
I'll let you use the spatula.
Oh, yeah, that'll work too.
You should show the stream the slapper. Seriously, look at this. This is from 10 hours of boiling. Or not boiling, simmering. Look at this slapper.
Oh, cool. I think my sound alerts work. Neat!
Alright.
Ask the stock its safe word before smacking.
Demi.
Alright. Middle bowl time.
Okay.
That was loud. Sorry.
I'm gonna get back to work. The only thing that I would really ask from you is if that thing starts boiling, let me know. It really shouldn't, because I'm gonna keep it super low for now.
Okay.
And check on it periodically.
Oh, it might have gotten refunded because I am not on Streamlabs and I'm not using like my computer. I'm actually on my phone and my iPad. So that might be why it didn't work. I got the notification for it, but I did not. So I'm making my hand. So we need to put, first off, sleeves up. Put the sleeveys up my sleeveys. I stole your
Apron, yeah.
apron, by the way.
See that? It's very cute.
All right. Hey, you're tall. Can you give me the rolling mat thing?
Oh, how the turntables.
I'm gonna need 425.
Did you stick that way in the back?
I think so. I don't think we got rid of it.
I'm not even seeing it. Oh, there it is.
You're tall. I am small.
Oh.
I wear black all the time. I don't have any other colors. I'm good. I got an apron on. All right. We need 1.5 cups of flour.
Oh, there's a good chance I'm gonna burn the hell out of my tongue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't feel
Might do
this.
that.
I could not feel that.
I would have just gone for cold coffee, good sir.
I'm not.
I know. Hello, friends. What are colors? Yeah, exactly. I do have purple. Yeah, that's true.
All right, burner's on. Front right is yours.
Tactically, be safe. Put your hair in a ponytail.
I'm not going to be in here. I came up just to get the stock going. Today is day 2 of the beef stock. We are reducing it down to a demi. I just had to get it going back from the fridge. I unfortunately have to go back to work and do like work stuff. So I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal. Was it Sanity that was thinking about the 10 subs? For 10 subs, I won't eat the forbidden white chocolate, but I will learn closure.
I'm sorry.
I'll learn closure on stream. How about that?
That's almost worse.
All right.
Bye, lovey.
Oh, you want a smooch? Oh, I couldn't feel it.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so we need 1.5 cups of flour. Flour.
I'll be up periodically to check on my baby. I might make some. Ooh, actually, I should eat some. I'm gonna make something.
A 2.
I have some juice.
A 3. I know, we're so lewd, loving each other and shit. How dare we? Alright, and now I need some salt. I don't measure salt in this house.
So rude, loving each other.
And I need to know how much sugar. Tablespoon of sugar. That's not much.
A tablespoon of sugar helps the forbidden white chocolate go down.
Yeah, you probably would need a tablespoon of sugar after that.
I mean, couldn't you use... You know what you could do? Instead of using butter for your pie, let's use beef tallow.
Let's not. Tacky, a buttload of wine was approximately 126 gallons.
Yes.
Alright, I need salted butter. It needs to be cold. The trick to this is cold butter.
Cold butt.
Cold butt!
Cold butt.
Add a fork, add a kniff.
Knifa. Do you want me to clear some stuff?
No, I specifically took all of this stuff out.
I mean, like, make more, like, the fryer. Like,
yeah,
make
the fryer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
the
I
fryer
can...
going might be nice.
I can make you some more room. That's right. Oh, do it now. Give in to the dark urge to clean.
I'm just going to pan my pan. We're gonna take one shortcut, and that's it. The pamming the pan. That's
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you put my iPad right in the grease.
There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Nothing on it.
Oh, sweet.
I avoided it. I win.
I avoided it, Mr. Krabs. Okay, now you've got a little bit more room.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. That's not leaking oil all over
Are
the
you done with the pan?
Yeah. Yeah, we're done with the pan.
It's just right there.
And I need 2 sticks of butter.
Okay, love you, bye.
Love you.
Ah.
Ask me to slice them. I'm good at apple slicing.
Ooh, you should use my
Oh,
stuff to
shortcut.
slice the apples.
Shortcut is what you're gonna do when you need to cut the apples. Yeah, we're gonna... I'm not sure I'm gonna use your woo stuff. Scurry. I am going to peel the apples, but I'm not gonna do that quite yet. We are going to use a mixture of water, maybe a tiny little bit of lemon, and then apple cider vinegar, because just using straight up water just doesn't impart as good of a flavor as I want. And I want a little bit of tang to go with the green apple, because I did not get 2 green apples. I only got 1, and usually I would do 2, to kind of just offset a lot of the sweetness and the butteriness of just everything. Totally not calling you short, boss. Oh, I have short person energy. I acknowledge this. If you want to make it not brown up, you can also use vitamin C tablets. Yeah. I'm actually not worried about them getting a little bit brown, honestly and truly, because I'm not just sticking the apples in the crust. I am going to be cooking them on the stove in the other ingredients. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting in the butter. Which, honestly, I'm just gonna... Okay, never mind. We're gonna actually cut in the butter. Cutting up the butter, do-do-do-do. Cutting up the butter, do-do-do-do. I have made apple pie like a handful of times. 3 or... this will be either my 3rd or 4th time doing it. First time, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to top that first time I made apple pie, because we got some apples that were kind of weird, not like... We had no name to the apples, no idea what they were. They were gifted to us, and they made like one of the best apple pies I have ever made. They had a sweet yet tart flavor, and they were a red, and they were kind of dry. They weren't super moist, but once they baked up, they got really moist. They were just really good apples for baking, and I haven't been able to find those. I don't think they were Macintosh. They weren't Red Delicious. I have no idea what they were. If it's a closed pie, well, it doesn't need to look nice. It is not going to be a closed pie. It is going to be a streusel top pie. So it's going to have the flaky butter crust and then the streusel on top. And hopefully, if I do things right, because I like to overfill my pie so that the streusel gets nice and gooey and kind of almost like a caramel on top, That should give me the texture that I want. Eventually I will start adding cold water to this too. But I've got to get all this butter cut in. Did you know that pie takes a lot of butter for the crust? Like a lot of butter. This feels like it's going to be mostly butter. Honestly and truly. Ooh, oatmeal scotchies. I need oatmeal scotchies in my life. I don't think I've ever actually had an oatmeal scotchie. And I need it. I need it. Hope you all like the music, by the way. Let me know how the audio is. I have not streamed from my phone in a very long time, so listen, I'm owed cookies from a lot of people. The music is on my TV, so I'm guessing y'all can't hear it, but I am playing the Doom soundtrack in the background. It's fairly faint. I could possibly go turn it up, but I tuned out for 8 minutes, and when I tuned back, I thought it was either a tornado siren or a fire engine on your side. Sorry. It's the Doom soundtrack. I was like, I want metal music that won't get copyright struck. So, Doom soundtrack it is. And to be fair, like, Doom soundtrack is really awesome and motivational, so I need the motivation. I almost feel like I need caffeine, but out of all the things, this is probably the part that takes one of the longest. It's cutting in the butter. Hide your butter! Vitamin C does a lot of other things to gluten formation, though. It can't be too much gluten from it. Yeah. I don't play Doom. Because it's a game that probably it's a first-person shooter and style game, and it's got some horror aspects. I love the Doom movie, but I cannot do the game itself. It has a lot of flashing too, which kind of bothers me. But the soundtrack is legit. Because it's a game. It's a first-person shooter game, and I am not good at FPS games, even remotely. Right now, I am just grabbing some icy water, because that's the trick to this pie crust, is I need ice water. Hey, I like the Doom movie. I like the live action, okay? Don't judge. Do not judge. With a pastry blender? Who does that? Who does that? That's what folks are for. Once the butter starts to soften a little bit, it's a little bit easier to not touch. Okay, I legitimately have a weakness and a love for bad video game movies. I grew up watching the Mortal Kombat movies, and I absolutely love them. I love the Resident Evil movies, I love the Silent Hill movies, and yes, I love the Doom movie. And you can't stop that. You can't stop my love. Okay. Can't stop my love. Yes, we actually own that. And it was fun. It's a lot of fun. Here's ice water spoonful number 2. Really just using the water to get it to form up. Now the question is, do I want to add a little bit of cinnamon to this? I know I want to get some almond extract actually. So we're gonna add a little bit of almond extract to the crust. And that'll probably just be in the crust and the strudel. I don't really want that one. Oh, it smells so good. I think I'm gonna need the spicy grape juice to make it through the stream. Oh no! Go get yourself some spicy grape juice then. It's gonna be a long stream. I'm hoping I can get this done in time. Okay. I'm gonna grab a rubber spatula. Now, and there's 4. 4 is where it says to start. Kind of just folding it into itself. So this is what we got right now. Still got some flour floating around, but it's mostly buttery chunks, which is a good thing. And in theory, I should only need to have this chill in the freezer for a little bit before I roll it. 5 minutes, I think it says. And yes, you can use a mixer or a food processor. I don't feel like busting out noisy tools and dirtying a bunch of stuff, especially after yesterday. So we're going in this way. I kind of feel like I just need to use my hands, honestly and truly. So I'm gonna get my fingers in there, my finger puppets. I might steal some of those black gloves from my husband because nail polish on, and I do not want to get nail polish transferred. Sure. Bust out the gloves. Sometimes your fingers can do better than what a spatula or a tool can do. Put my glove on backwards. A little bit more water in here. And feel free to critique me. Oh yeah, that's much better. Right in the bowl. Get that butter in the bowl. Basically, we're just trying to make sure that all the flour gets folded into the butter. Like chilling in the kitchen with you and without being in the way. Yeah! It's actually kind of nice too, because I don't have to worry that my little one's like gonna be around my ankles while I'm trying to cook this. He is at school right now. That's exactly why I chose to make this now instead of this morning. I realized I had never done a baking stream or anything like that before, and I do like to bake, just I hadn't even thought to do that sort of thing on stream. But I was like, no, it could be fun. People can watch me make this pie. Okay. We're getting a dough. We're getting a dough finally. It's very important that you kind of like fold it all in. We don't want to overwork it. Just want to make sure it all gets in there. And this is a really nice, easy dough, too. Get a nice dough ball here. See the dough ball. We going to put this nice little dough ball, this little buddy. Slap it. Slap the dough. Slap it. Alright, I'm gonna put that right there. Take the glovies off. Bye-bye, glovies. And we'll get rid of these. Clean as we go. It's important, don't you know? Ba-ba-ba. We can use this again because it just had water. This little dough buddy is going to go in the freezer for a couple minutes. So it's easier for me to roll. I'm going to wash my hands again. There's flowers on my nails. Really should just cut my nails, but I don't want to. Next step, I'm gonna start peeling the apple. So I have got a Gala. A nice Granny Smith green friend. And to complement those, 3 Honey Crisp. And I've got my pot. Just gonna set my pot over here. Make sure to hydrate so you don't dehydrate. Probably only going to get through a few of these apples before I need to take the dough out to roll. So, nice thing about this, I don't have to get too fancy with it. And if there's bruising, oh well, it's a pie. It's going to go in the pie, so who cares if a piece is slightly bruised? I just got my husband these peelers, by the way, from Webster's store. Already stealing his tools for my own machinations and designs. Mwahaha. And like I said, I'm not worried about these browning up because I'm going to be cooking them anyway. There's one apple. I went for nice big apples as much as I could too. Because like I said, I want the apple filling to almost be too full. So we will be baking this on like a tray just in case it bubbles over a little bit. But we want it so that a lot of the apple gets baked into the streusel topping and kind of caramelizes that streusel topping a bit. Being as we're going to be baking the crust, pre-baking the crust a little bit, I think it was 20 minutes for that. That gives us perfect amount of time to cook up the apples. And they will be cooked with water, apple cider vinegar, maybe a splash of lemon, nutmeg, ginger, allspice, clove, and brown sugar. Because I prefer brown sugar. Brown sugar has molasses in it, so it has a little bit more of a flavor depth, and I prefer that. Also be putting a little bit of vanilla in there, because you can't not put vanilla in it. It just doesn't seem right. We're gonna get this done. And then, eventually, in like a couple days, I'll be able to rest. Eventually. Someday. Someday. So, here, we've got 3 apples so far. My oven preheated much faster than I anticipated. Off of there. All right, everyone. Now it's time for the age-old question. What is your favorite type of pie? I am personally a fan of... So there was this pie at a place called Baker's Square several years ago. And they mixed pecan pie with pumpkin pie, and it was so good. And I have never been able to get that since. I am probably going to have to learn how to make pecan pie just so I can make pumpkin pecan pie. But that would probably be my favorite pie. The next up is going to be like streusel, Dutch apple sort of deal. I ain't saying that one on camera today. Good try, Raph. There's a sticker on this one. Dutch apple is good though. I'm not gonna go for Dutch apple proper because I don't want to try to make caramel. I just don't. There's already a lot I've got to do between making the crust and making the streusel top and cooking up the apples to go inside of the crust. I don't want to try to do caramel on top of all that. Because it's a lot. It is a lot. So there's my apples. And now I should be able to take my pie crust out. to make a little bit of room here. I don't need this anymore. Clean as you go. Don't you know? Skibbity wah. We're gonna move the apples over here. And hopefully I have made a decent amount of surface for my pie mat. So this nice little thing, they're pretty cheap. They've got your measures and everything on it, but what's most important is it shows you how big to roll your crust when you are making pie crust. So it's a handy little doohickey doodad. Y'all probably are gonna want to be able to see the pie crust. So I'm gonna grab a roller and I am going to pre-dust my counter a little bit before I get pie crust out. And your roller. And yes, I did just make a mess, it's fine. Now I need a 9-inch pie crust. Oh, perfect. Plat. So I'm going to just squish this down with my hands a bit first. Still a little sticky. Get towards the middle, please. I am going for a rustic vibe with this pie, by the way. I don't need her to look perfect. And any edges, I just use to build up the edges more. And you will see what I mean when I actually get this in the pan. Oh, come on. Got a little too sticky. I might have used a little too much water. So it's fine, we can fix this just like so. Pat the pie crust. Good pie crust. Quit sticking to my roller. Pat, 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 pat. Some special ASMR today. I was gonna make sure this sides. Like I said, I'm not worried about her looking pretty. I just need her to taste delicious. I don't need her to be pretty. And she is a thick pie crust too. We're gonna keep her thick. And that's honestly good enough. Because we're gonna lift her up. And we're gonna kinda flip her into the pan. That's the other nice thing about rolling that. So here's my pie tin. I'm gonna take this and we're just gonna plop her in. Look at that! A little askew, just like me, but it works. I am going to Make sure she's pressed in. We want some thickness. All right, I'm gonna grab another butter knife here. We're gonna trim off some excess and do something goofy. And we're gonna build a good edge around it with the excess. Mostly because I don't want it to go to waste, but also because I want to be able to overfill it, like I said. And that's also how I get my decorative edge. Like I said, we're going for rustic. It doesn't need to be super pretty as long as she's delicious, right? Just like me. Just kidding. All right. So that's what we are working with, a nice thick bottom. And now I'm going to roll these in my fingies. Kind of just press them into the side. It's like playing with Play-Doh, almost. Really, honestly, and truly. If you've ever played with Play-Doh, it's not too far off. Play-Doh is mostly, water, flour, and cream of tartar, I think. I don't overroll this one in my hands, but that's okay. She does not need to be pretty as long as she's tasty. Come on. Go together. And yes, I know she looks a mess right now. She is going to. It is okay. Just hoping I have enough. I should be fine. Skibbity wop ba ba ba, baking pie ba ba ba. I really like pie. The first time I made this pie, I gave some to my husband's dad, and I really did not expect him to like it. Because he's really, really, really picky about things, like, in almost odd senses. If he's gonna have cake, it's gotta be dried out like as dry as cake can be. And I really did not expect him to like the pie, but I gave it to him anyway in the hopes that he would. And I probably got the best compliment I ever gotten from that man about my baking. And he said it was the best pie he had ever had. And he would eat it again if I made apple pie. So I was pretty proud. I was pretty proud. Because he is picky. Like really, really picky. Just kind of adding a little bit of a decorative edge. Just not getting too fancy with it. To quote my husband, I'm not getting too fancy. Okay. So there's our pie crust. And we're going to put this in the oven for 20 minutes. At 425. And I'm going to wash my hands before we take on the apples.
I'm gonna check on my baby right here. Oh, there we go.
Your true brothy love. Stocky love. Stocky love. Stocky love.
I was gonna go with tainted love, but that works too. I'm gonna let this just sit there for a little. I gotta hop into a meeting and then.
Yeah, I will hydrate. Thank you. I didn't before, and with the fact that I did like a decorative base or a decorative edge, I don't have anything that I could put in it. It should be fine. I will check on it. If it puffs up a little bit, I'm okay with that. For now, though, I need to clean the counter because I don't know if y'all know this, but flour, unless you have cooked it, can carry certain types of bacteria that can make you go a little bonkers. So I don't mess with flour. I always make sure to wash after doing stuff with flour. So next thing is the apples. And I'm gonna grab a knife, just a little one. Try my best not to get any core. But I do want to use as much of the apple as I can. That's good. Also totally not trying to backseat or anything. I just know it can be a thing. It can be, and maybe I should weight it down, but I don't really have anything that'll weigh it down well. So we're flying by the seat of our pants here, as is tradition in my kitchen. When I am baking, I use recipes as a general guideline. I do not exactly follow them. I just don't. Never been one to completely follow a recipe when it comes to baking, because there's always something. Like I'll come across a recipe that doesn't call for vanilla, and I'm like, no, you need to put vanilla in that. You need the depth of flavor that vanilla brings, if I use a pre-made box mix cake or anything like that, I always add extra egg. I add a touch more vanilla, maybe even sometimes some almond extract. Just because I don't want things to be so bland and plain. So I got some core here, so. I want to make sure we're not getting a bunch of hard core in our apple. I am very much a recipes are just guidelines kind of baker. The only thing I really follow a recipe for is our bread, because our bread maker kind of requires that. But I don't really consider that me baking so much as the bread maker is baking. And when I make these, hi, how are you? When I'm baking or cooking these apples on the stove, I will be moving my phone and everything over to the stove so you all can see what I'm doing. Because I don't want to have like my back turned to all of you. Doing pretty good here, making apple pie. Right now I'm just cutting up the apples. And getting them in the pot. Like I said, I am using a mix of Gala, Granny Smith, and Honey Crisp. Mostly sweet, good baking apples with a little bit of kick from the Granny Smith. We are not doing, perfect apple chops. I just want good sized chunks. We are going for rustic and delicious, not fancy, because I am not a fancy person. Hi, Gloomy! How is everyone doing? Bake them apples. I am baking them apples. Feel like I really should turn the music up for you all, but I will do that. Here, I'll go do that. There, can you hear me now? Can you hear the music now? All right, everyone who just joined, what's your favorite type of pie? Pumpkin, a classic. Enjoy some good pumpkin pie in this house. I think I made pumpkin pie a couple years ago. And I made pumpkin cake for my little one for his birthday this year. He loved it. With more Cool Whip than pie. I am not a Cool Whip fan. But you know what? You do you. You do you. You like cheesecake? Cheesecake's legit. We have some Reese's cheesecake in our fridge right now that my mother-in-law made my husband for his birthday. I would almost say that cheesecake is kind of a pie, if you think about it. We've got crust and you got a filling, basically. Did my music stop? Yes, I'm still watching. I was literally just playing stuff. If it's got crust, it's a pie. Exactly. I would almost say cheesecake is a pie, unless it's Japanese cheesecake. And then that is a proper cheese cake. But if it's, you know, cream cheese, ricotta, and whatever fillings you want to put in there, it's kind of a pie. Now here's the real question. Is cereal soup? Yeah, you can. It's actually pretty good just on its own. But that's, you know, quick filling. If you want good cheesecake, you're gonna have to make one of those baked ones. Cereal is a breakfast food. Well, yeah, but is it soup? Is it a cream-based soup? I'm about to get canceled and divorced dad dinner. Hey, if I want to have Carmela Creeper cereal for dinner, don't judge. Don't judge. We don't judge on that. And no, I don't have good cutting skills. Do not judge me. For that, anyway. Breakfast for dinner is yummy. It is. Or breakfast for lunch. No, apple down! I lost an apple. Whatever will I do without that one chunk of apple slice? Breakfast for anything that isn't breakfast. Yes. Rip pie is now ruined. Oh no. How dare I fumble in my kitchen. Alright, so I got a big old pot of apples here. And we are going to need water. So these apples smell amazing. Did you know pumpkin is a fruit? So is tomato? Yes. Did you know that bananas are berries? Bananas are berries, and strawberries are actually not berries. Okay. I'm gonna put not the almond. I want a splash of vanilla.
How's that pie coming?
The ingredients smell good.
Well, that's a safe indicator. Okay.
Gotta get some water in here.
Oh, where is it?
We're gonna use apple cider vinegar. Organic. Not just water. So I want a little bit of kick to it. We might use a little bit of lemon too, just like a splash, but I don't know yet. Tacty is making a heretical statement.
What did I do?
I don't know. What did you say?
I don't know.
I eat a tomato like... you eat tomatoes like apples? Good for you.
What did I say? What did I say? I don't know.
Oh no! Oh, I'm making. Oh, I am making. Right.
I was gonna say, I came up here and asked how the pie was and then shut my mouth.
We're gonna use a 1/3 cup of sugar. And I am going for brown sugar. You can use white sugar, but I prefer the brown sugar. Going to need a bit of butter. A bit of butter. 2 tablespoons of butter. Because all I have is salted butter. Is the butter thing over there?
Yes.
Thank you. Just gonna use what's already available. More butter, more bitter. Something to that effect. I did not grind the cloves yet. We're gonna put some nutmeg in, some ginger. Cinnamon. You should eat something. You definitely should eat something. And you don't have butter. I don't want it. Oh, I'm sorry. You not like butter? I have used a lot of butter so far. Alright, I'm gonna grind up clove and allspice. Where's that?
Up above the microwave?
Oh, I forgot. She's a heavy lad.
Because she was a heavy lad. She said, see you, bloody blad.
We're just gonna use a small bit of allspice. And a little bit of clove. And a little bit of clove. Everything is an allspice thing. And set this right there. Hi, Virtue. Just grinding up some herbs.
Which era, she whispers as she makes it.
Accurate. I was saying if the food doesn't have butter, add butter, or I don't want it. Oh yeah, definitely need butter. Oh yeah, actual mortar and pestle. Like my husband said, which era? Alright.
Like your what said?
Like my husband said.
Husband?
My husband! I have one of those. He's cute.
Cute?
He is definitely cute.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that smells good. Dump that in there. Get that flavor. That flavor in there. Oh god, that smells amazing. I wish there was smell-o-vision. Because, like...
No, you don't. No.
For this! Right now, I do. send you pumpkin pie vibes. This smells amazing. And now you're gonna go over here with me. Oh, I'm gonna need that. Is that your tasting spoon?
It is mine. I was actually using that to just kind of push some stuff through the cheesecloth, but...
Sorry everyone. Trying to get an angle without a spoon in the way.
Teabagging my demi here.
Sounds about right. Alright. We're gonna put this on a lower heat. We got 44 minutes to pull that pie crust.
Nice.
Oh no.
What?
She flopped.
Me too.
No, like bad.
She fluffy boy?
Like, might have actually messed up the pie crust. I got a giant cookie instead. That wasn't supposed to fluff up like that. Sure. We don't have another pie tin.
No, because you didn't like the other one.
Yep. I need something to kind of stamp around.
To what around?
To kind of just like pat it down around it while it's still soft and cool.
You're gonna want some liquid in here.
There is some. It'll cook down as well. Crap, I might actually have to have you run to Target and get
Not right now. I'm working, dude. It wasn't supposed to rise.
It wasn't supposed to rise as much in the middle, and this was not supposed to scoot down.
Too much butter.
I used exactly what it said.
Butter will make it kind of not hold its shape.
We have a clean pot.
What size?
Pan. Ooh.
Underneath. That could fit. That could fit roughly the. That's smaller, but yeah, that could fit roughly the size of it. No, the inner diameter. But if you push down on it, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Yes, actual mortar and pestle. I was reading your chat, by the way. Sorry. It's kind of breaking on the edges there. I mean, it'll be serviceable. I personally, I would do that and then push it around the edges, so you can kind of flatten and squish it while it's still warm and kind of malleable. That'll push it up a little bit, and then as it cools, it can kind of hold form.
Thank you for stirring my apples.
Is this butter?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get that kind of down into the bottom there. Cover that.
This is definitely gonna be a rustic pie.
Rustic. See? You can call anything rustic and just triple the price point of it instantly. Let me taste the crust. I mean, the flavor's there.
As long as the flavor's there, I guess.
Mine's looking nice and shimmery, so... shimmery, beef stock today.
And the pie crust will technically be double baked, so.
Me too. What do you need, Mama?
I was just checking the time. While the apples are going on a lower heat, I can probably.
Oh. Look, I know we're here for your pie. Try this. Try this beef stock. It does have to reduce a little bit. Yeah.
Wow, that is good beef stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a good beard. Nice solid beard. I mean, it's just like shortbread cookie.
My hair's nice too, as long as you don't look at it like from the top, because I got a 5-year-old, and so it's starting to kind of go away. But I'm gonna just live in denial. There we go. We're getting nice. That butter melted down, so it's gonna. There we go.
Alright, I'm gonna start.
Do you need this still, the spatula?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, our porta potty delivery is here. There's like 18 porta potties. What the hell?
Sorry, you're gonna look up the streusel topping recipe.
The streusel. Let's see here.
You have cookies? What kind of cookies?
Kind of curious what they can see in the reflection of the pot. What? Do you have a live preview? I'm gonna pull up your stream on your stream so I can see what your stream shows.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Just do it. Do it.
Do it.
What? Okay, so let me see here.
I think I'll make the streusel topping over here because honestly and truly.
So let me see. Okay, I'm trying to get in the reflection over here.
And one might be white chocolate macadamia. Oh, wait. Aww. Shibata sent you a package of cookies.
Djibouti!
Djibouti is so sweet.
Wait, sent who? Me or you?
I know Shibata's putting Stolen up on his coffee, and I am so tempted.
Stolen.
I am so tempted. So I'm going to figure out the crumble topping, which is going to be flour. If I can get enough flour in here. Probably last of flour. I'm gonna need a little bit of flour for the apples.
Is there anything I can do for you? I'm gonna stir this.
Just a little bit of stirring every once in a while.
I gotta get back to work, but I figured I'd come up here.
I need brown sugar again.
That was my nickname in high school. Oh, you got it out there?
If I can use it from the jar, I'm gonna use it.
Do you want me to clean up anything, move anything? Do you want me to refill this with flour? What do we got?
If you want to refill that, the flour is towards the back of the cabinet.
Okay.
So there's our brown sugar. I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon
Cinnamon.
in the streusel topping as well as a slight bit of almond.
Are you going to put a can of Hormel chili in this one?
No.
Okay. No Hormel chili?
No Hormel chili.
Okay.
Sorry. And we're gonna use salted butter, so we're gonna forego putting that in there. We need some regular sugar.
There's the fleur. Fleur is there.
sugar.
Yeah.
And then I need
Sure.
6 tablespoons of melted butter. Basically, the trick to streusel topping is very dry flour and dry sugar and brown sugar and a lot of melted butter. That's it. That is streusel topping.
I have a sharp knife here, so okay. This stream is sponsored by Wusthof.
Could you imagine?
I would be pretty. Yeah, I'd be pretty happy.
Stolen.
Shibata, make it happen. Shabooty boy.
I need you to beat me so I can melt my butter. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Can you real quick make me a slurry of that flour and
Yeah. Just use one of them. Okay, when you say a slurry.
water and flour?
Thank you. Okay. A slurry of what?
Then I need a fork. Thank you.
See, now we need tasting forks. Tell Chad about my unhinged tasting spoon.
So he had been wanting tasting spoons and talked about them like almost every single week for 6 months, y'all. Like 6 months. No joking here. 6 months wanting tasting spoons. Oh, if only I had tasting spoons.
Listen, because I kept having to walk all the way over to that drawer. That's like 4 feet away.
Only 6 months?
And I had to get a spoon, and so behind you, chat, the phone is actually leaning up against a nice matte black stainless steel 5 1/4 inch tall little container full of 24 identical tasting spoons.
Yeah, who got those tasting spoons for you?
You did!
Your
Wife!
Yes, thank you.
My hot snack!
How
Wife!
loud.
Sorry.
Loud AF, man.
Sorry. Got a little excited there. Hot snack wife. Goth. Big heart. Big
Let's keep it somewhat
stuff I can't
brand.
say on your stream.
I'm gonna need more flour.
Your flour. Do you want me to sift it?
No. It's gotta be crumbly. Put a couple
Okay.
spoonfuls.
I don't know, homie. One.
Let's
I forgot how high I have to crank the heat when it's been like filtered and there's no bones and stuff to hold the mass. What do you need it down to?
I'm gonna go with 350.
Okay, then let's
Start.
I'm gonna crank this open because otherwise it is not gonna cool off. So hot oven, gonna give this some stirrage.
Drop the heat on that again. With him describing the tasting spoon container, I was expecting him to say horoscope next. He's a Scorpio. I don't know if that
A horoscopio.
I might have put too much butter, but you know what? That'll be fine. Just means the apple will.
I don't see any police around, do you? Hey, you know, if you wanted to taste that crumble topping as you went, you could use a tasting spoon.
I'm not tasting raw flour, sir.
I'll taste raw flour. Don't eat like a tube of it, but I'm gonna taste it using this tasting spoon.
Where's my The slurry helps thicken it. good?
It's good. That'll be worth the salmonella, I think.
You're not gonna get salmonella from
Silly manelli.
No,
flour. I poured chicken in there to give it a little kick. Kicking chicken. Ooh, she's simmering. Ooh, she's simmering.
Okay. We got a good looking apple filling here.
Thank you.
A good looking husband as well.
Ah! Alright, I'm gonna get that to a decent simmer and then I gotta head back downstairs. Do you need anything whilst I am in the vicinity?
Can you look up how long I should bake an apple pie? Quick.
I would do
It's
about 45, so start.
That's not gonna be too long on the crust.
Well, homie, I don't know. I don't know how you made your crust. You just said a pie. Start with 30 minutes, check it, and then check maybe every 5 or 10, depending on how the crust is doing, and kind of just go from there, play it by ear.
I would like to have it cold by the time I need to go pick up a book, so.
Well, I can also pull it if need be. I mean, that's a quick pickup.
Aw, you need a tacky dog? Like the container in an anime, which also includes blood type, birthday, and height. Are you hugging?
I made a heart and it showed up on the screen.
Amazing what streaming can do.
Is that an actual thing that it does?
Oh wait, what?
Hold on, go back that way. I gotta check on my stock here. I don't know if that was just someone sending a heart and it showed up, but yeah,
Oh, I don't know. If that's a thing, that's cool.
Where's my skimmer?
Okay. I'm going to pull this from heat. Because that looks... The slurry did its job. And this smells really good. Do you want to pull some apple out and taste it?
I'm trying to make sure this thing does not boil.
Okay.
But if you want to use a tasting spoon, stop it. So she got me Super Mario RPG Remake for my birthday. So that's kind of been on our mindlessly tapping out sounds. I would almost say that needs to boil down unless you're trying to keep this consistency. I know it will change in the oven, but I think the flavors are there.
The flavor is more what I'm going for.
Flavors are there. I think that's good.
Okay.
I think that's good. It's got a nice tartness to it. I think will cut through a lot of the butter in the crust and the topping. Oh, beef and apple.
Actually, a good combination.
It is. Bapple. Oh. We're going to be all fat and sassy. Sorry, I'm just being eye candy for a second.
Definitely eye candy.
I'm going to set a timer up here for 30.
Okay. Thank you. Now I gotta figure out what to do with y'all for 30 minutes.
I have some ideas.
I was talking to chat.
Oh, right.
You said you're working, sir.
Right, well, ostensibly, yes. You could do the cleanup stream.
Yeah, I do have a lot of cleanup.
I was gonna say that's usually how I would end my cooking streams. Is that a little high?
it's supposed to be for the streusel top, which is why it goes on the baking tray.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I was hoping the
You done with this?
the apple wouldn't fall.
Far from the tree.
Or not the apple, the crust. I had it all built up and good to go. Just means I might have to do the streusel more towards the edge. I don't know. I don't bake pies very often. It's fine. This is fine.
Here, I'm gonna move this. Good old dynamic pie action.
Like I said, my crust kind of failed a little bit, but hopefully the flavor of it will make up for everything. If it's a big pie, that's okay. Push that around a little bit. Try not to give anyone like motion sickness, please.
I am giving them emotion sickness because of how happy they'll be after this pie. Okay. Something like... Here, let me move the... There we are. Is that good angle?
She didn't go in.
She going good. You did it. All right, timer starts now. 30 minutes.
All right, 30 minutes in there, and I'm really just gonna clean up now.
You know, you can probably put the camera right here in the basket and angle it down so they can see the dishes from the top.
Do you guys want to watch me do dishes, or?
I actually am really curious to see what that might look like. So, like, you could really put it, like, hook it on this little... Let me see what this looks like. This could actually be kind of funny.
Here we go. It's mostly gonna be me
Let me
loading
move
the
it.
dishwasher, honestly.
There we go. That's perfect. All right, hold on, huh? I was saying more like, so can you move this brush? Take that. And we're gonna do, I was thinking like hook it like that. So give it a second.
It's gonna keep slipping though.
No, it's not. We just gotta move it so, where is your actual camera, like that? There's a little bit of a delay.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm mostly gonna be just loading the dishwasher, but we now have dishes ASMR.
I think that'll do it better.
30
Just
minutes.
don't splash upward.
Yeah, let's hope.
All right, dish stream. There we go. Did I move it over a little bit too? That's gonna bother me until I get the angles just right. No, I'm getting it, bro.
Just like,
Broseph. Actual Amadeus Stalin. Okay, that is probably the best it's gonna get. There we go. Okay.
have you put this away.
What?
We're totally making normal human noises in our kitchen.
I'm gonna actually bring this more up front.
So that you can. Gotta get those gloves on, just like Dexter's mom.
Oh, please don't talk about Dexter's mom right now. We'll have to end the stream early. Now, are you gonna need some way to see chat?
I got it.
Like,
I can see it.
you can see it and you can read it well?
Yeah, decently. Like I said, I'm really just trying to load up the dishwasher as much as possible so I don't have to hand wash as much, because
I was gonna say I could lean it up against the ledge.
I had to do so much dishes yesterday.
Do you want me to lift up the window, put it on the ledge? I don't think kids can see outside.
It's fine. I don't want them seeing it.
They're not going to. It literally, like...
It's fine.
Okay. Alright, I'm heading back down then. Once I get this back up to a decent temp.
What am I doing with all this fat?
What you gonna do with all that fat? All that fat inside that fat.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. I will take care of it.
Okay. That is all your project done. I should go do my dishes, but I'm lazy and we'll save it for tomorrow. Yeah. I have a small child and a husband who likes to cook, and I had to do baking today.
That's me. The husband,
I never really get to take a break from dishes. They're just always there, haunting me.
Hey, man, I did them a little bit while you were asleep last night. Sir. I know how you feel about the fryer, understandably.
Yeah, I don't like handling the fryer because that's your baby. I don't like messing with your baby.
My baby.
It's your baby.
One of my babies. One of my babies.
I'm gonna have to clean that counter where I had this.
I can check work and then be right back.
We baked a pie, y'all! Here's hoping it turns out decently well. I'm a little worried about that crust, but hopefully the streusel topping will save it. Because at this point, it's a little late to go try to get a nice apple pie if this fits. So, you know, no pressure on me or anything. Honestly, I'm surprised. I might actually get to sit down and relax for a couple minutes before I need to go get my small child. That, like, never happens. Especially when I've got stuff that has to be done. What's relaxing? I'll turn the stream off before I turn on the very noisy dishwasher, but we'll wash this. Ooh, yeah, ask away. What's your question? What's your question, my friend? My pal, my good time boy. My rotten soldier. Would you ever do later night streams? So like I was thinking about it, and it is something I'm contemplating. If I do late night streams, they would likely be VTuber only. Because if it's late at night, for one, I don't want to have my little one freaking out that he's like missing out on mom streaming or something like that. So it would have to be after he's in bed. But I have been contemplating it. So they would be VTubing streams only because I don't want to like be doing makeup that late at night and then having to wash it off when I'm exhausted. They probably would not go super late. Probably like 12:30 or 1 a.m. would be the absolute latest that I would go. And they would probably start after 10 p.m. But it is something I've been considering, and if I want to stream more, and those like the daytime streams would also not be an all the time thing, because, you know, I'm a parent. I do have to take care of the kiddo. I've got to take care of the house. I've got to take care of me. I got to take care of my small business stuff. I also don't want to be playing anything that I might make too loud of noise doing, because I don't want to like accidentally screech and wake up a small child, even if I am downstairs. Screaming can carry, so there'd be like no horror games or anything that could startle me too badly. But I really am not adverse to it, especially as my little one is getting older and he's sleeping better through the night, and he's sleeping in his own bed now. Might eventually be, well, will eventually be moving to his own room. So it's something I'm considering. I really am. The other part of it too, and my husband and I weren't sure if anyone would turn up for daytime streams, and I feel very, very lucky that I have people showing up for daytime streams. I feel lucky anyone turns up for any of my streams, honestly. But having people show up for like my daytime streams, I'm wondering if people would still show up for like the late night streams too, which would be really cool, but I don't want to ever put an expectation on people that they need to show up for all of my streams. Which is also like another reason why I do certain streams as VODs, and all that. So there is potential there. There is the potential that I will do late night streams. I just don't know when or what I would do, game-wise. So, good question. I think at this point, I'm just gonna work on cleaning up stuff. I need a little bit of a bathroom break. And I do want to sit down at some point before I need to go grab my small child, which I've got to do in 25 minutes, so. Thank you all for joining me as I bake. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully the pie turns out. Let's take a look. Actually, she looks pretty good. Looks pretty good down there. So I will make sure to take pictures. Yeah, smells really good. Smells good. Yeah. I can't wait to show pictures either. I'm gonna figure out how to read. Yeah, I like streaming when I can. And this was a fun little thing to be able to do. So let's see. Can I go to Stream Manager? And we're gonna go to Raid Channel. Let's see. We have not raided Moonrose in a very, very long time. So I would like to send a raid over to Moonrose, who is part of the menagerie. And she's doing some art, so let's go send her some stream love, and I will see you all, and I'll make sure to take pictures, so follow Discord and socials and everything. My husband's waving goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Alright. Thank you all. Bye, Tacty. Bye. Bye-bye. We're gonna go raid a channel. Boop, 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 boop. What am I doing? Okay, I gotta flip it. Flip the script.
Flip the script. Just ride that whip. Or something. I don't know.